So on this nasty rainy day, figured it would be good to do a quick video versus be outside in the rain. Over in our showroom building and our photo booth area, it is end of October 2020. Still dealing with remnants of COVID and the upcoming election, a whole lot of things going on. But a few changes for Davis Auto Sales and Davis Trucks and More, our second location. We will be consolidating after growing and growing and growing. We will be consolidating to our Jefferson Davis location and also reopening our original facility where my father and my grandfather, my uncles and brothers, cousins, everybody has worked at some point in time, which is what we call our Ettrick location. It's our family service shop and our family area where my dad started the car dealership. So growing pains once again have become a problem, and our Route 10 location, which was called Davis Trucks and More, has just become too small. And we found time to, especially with our commercial vehicles, which take up a lot of space. As you can see over here, the whole back line is full of them. Rollbacks and tow trucks, they're just extremely big vehicles. So this will give us a lot more room for reconditioning. There's a big shop there, a bigger shop that we're getting ready to put up there, and a lot more room. So if you see some changes, that's why. That's what's going on right now. A little quick view of some of the, well, that one right there is not for sale, but everything else in here is. Willie's Jeep, fully restored. Wrangler Jeep, I wouldn't call fully restored, but restored pretty well with a Corvette engine in it. Slingshot, RT, Challenger, Scat Pack Edition. It's a 4,000 mile car. Lifted big old Silverado with a custom suspension lift underneath of it. And a beautiful CXT. But anyway, that's a little update. Again, we're still dealing with COVID here in 2020. It's kind of consumed this year quite a bit. For us, sales have been good. All of our employees have been working extra hard to keep things normal. A lot of people see our lot being as empty as it is and think, man, that's great. You know, you got a pile of money in the bank and all that good stuff. And yeah, as we sell stuff, obviously money goes in the bank. But the problem is we have to work 3 times as hard to replace inventory. With everything being shut down for so long, there's not a lot of new car dealers with inventory. So if they don't sell a new vehicle, they don't trade a used vehicle. If they don't trade a used vehicle, I don't get inventory. Auctions were closed. Even though we don't get a ton of vehicles from auction, we do get some, but auctions were closed. Lots of different facilities that we deal through for leasing cars and trucks closed. Some even went out of business. So it has been a struggle, to say the least. But we are refilling inventory pretty hot and heavy, thank goodness, and sales have been great. Commercial inventory is filling up. We're really gearing ourselves towards that a lot more. Really good, solid customer base that we've established over our 44 years. And speaking of that too, don't think we've ever really mentioned much in a video, but Davis Auto Sales has been here for 44 years. Our original location, as we spoke of, that we're going back to, was opened in the 50s as a service facility, a repair shop by my grandfather, and my dad started the sales in 76. So next year will be our 45th year in business. And we'll continue on striving as hard as we can, making new changes to give us more space, As that happens, obviously staff changes have taken place over the years, but we keep a very small staff. We get people quite often that complain and whine and say that we don't answer the phone or that we don't give them the service. And unfortunately, we're not like a big new car dealership with just a bunch of people sitting around with their thumb up their butt. All of our employees are very versed in what they do, and they have their jobs, and we all stay extremely busy. I could hire extra people. The problem would be is if they don't treat the customer the way I want to be treated, they're not going to have a job. So finding staff that's willing to understand and work at the pace we work at is very tough, and we're very blessed to have the ones we have. So if you do call and you don't get an answer right away, call back, send us an email, go onto the website. We have lots of websites. Why do we have lots of websites? Well, if one crashes, we want you to still be able to get to us. So AboveAverageTrucks.com, DavisFour-by-Four.com, DavisWatersports.com, DavisAutosales.com, DavisPerformance.com. We have plenty of websites. We have 4 phone lines, and we have 5 staff members that have an email address. So there should be no reason you can't get in touch with one of us at some point in time and get an answer to your question. If you don't, continue to try, please. Just please understand, we are a family business. We don't have hundreds of employees. We don't have people sitting around for no reason. And if we did, you'd be paying for those people. So when you go to a new car dealership and you got people waiting on you hand over fist, just realize somebody is paying those salaries. That person is you. So if you want to get straight to the horse's mouth, you'll speak to somebody at our dealership that knows what they're talking about, and typically will not pass the buck unless they don't know the answer. If they do know the answer, they'll answer it. If they don't, they'll get somebody that does. Again, not being short with that, that's just the way we do things. So, little short walk. Hopefully that helped out today, answer a few questions and show you a couple of the vehicles. All these are for sale except for this Chevy here. This truck is sold. Customer came in and bought a basically brand new Denali from us and fell in love with this while he was here, so he bought that also. G-Wagons for sale, the Jeeps, CXT, all those are definitely available. Check us out anytime.